All right, we have a 92 Ninja Zx7 with 4,800 miles on it. It's all pretty clean. All original from what I can tell, besides these old school Superbike grips and this green windscreen, which I'm kind of into. It's all period correct modifications, so I think I'm gonna leave them. It wasn't running when I got it. It's had a full service, so forks, clutch fluid, brake fluid, engine oil, new battery. Had to get a new CDI for it. It was running with an igniter out of an 89, 90 ZX7. You can see the miles on there. Yeah, super clean. It starts now, it runs, but there is a knock in the engine. So, gonna have to figure that one out. It sounds like it's from the top end, maybe. So, hopefully it's a valve or even a chain tensioner. That'll be an easy fix. The next step is to break it apart, pull the radiator, the exhaust, and drop the oil pan. Hopefully they don't see any metal in there. And start eliminating options. Maybe get a better idea what's going on. So we just got all the bodywork off. It's really, really clean underneath, actually. A couple spots to hit that I'm gonna clean up a little bit, but I'm really happy with how this looks. We have a pile of fairings over here. Some are dirty on the inside. They have some scratches and whatnot. So while I have those off, we're gonna touch up the paint and clean them up really good. The next step here is taking that radiator off, the exhaust, and then we're gonna drop the oil pan, see what we have. This is a California model bike. This is the last remaining piece of the emission system. So we're just gonna chuck that. We tore everything else out already, so don't need that. All right, so we just got the exhaust pulled and dropped the oil pan. And here's the good news. Here's the oil pan. Look at that thing. It's beautiful, it's clean. Not a single metal shaving, metal flake, nothing. So probably not a rod knock. Also good news, bad news, good news, something like that. The exhaust was, the bolts on the nuts on the headers were very easy to get off, we'll say. I would almost call them loose. Some of them were loose and one was missing. So that's given me some hope. The knock I was hearing was maybe just a severe exhaust leak. We'll find out. We're this far down, so we're gonna go ahead and pull the head cover gasket up here next and check all the valve clearances just to be sure. So if all that's good and there's no metal in the oil pan, then I think we're gonna reassemble and torque those headers down to spec and see what we got. And if that doesn't fix it, I'm completely out of ideas. Okay, so we just pulled the head, checked all the valve clearances, and everything is freaking spot on. You know, there's nothing out of place in there. Took a peek down at the cam chain tensioner, that looks good too. So I'm pretty confident at this point that it was in fact the exhaust leak. There were no gaskets, now that I think about it, when I pulled them off. So I have new gaskets for the headers coming in, new bolts, new nuts, whatever they're called. So now while we wait for that, we're gonna start piecing it back together, clean up the little bits on the engine. It's all super clean on the inside, but yeah, it's got some muck on there. Yep, I think I'm pretty good with putting it back together. I think I'm pretty confident. Hopefully that knock goes away. If not, I might have to pay somebody to do this.